A new experiment in GTA V, a water cube versus cars. We'll see which car reaches the finish line through a water obstacle. Watch until the end. Leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss new experiments. SOOOO, welcome to a new experiment where we'll test which cars, boats, and flying planes can make it through the water cube. Today we have the most unusual experiment you've ever seen. So be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell. Maybe that's exactly how you won't miss the next experiment. You wonder what is going on. What is this water cube? How is that possible? Who poured this cube of water here? I'll explain it. This is a new experiment where we test how well boats, cars, planes, and helicopters can handle this challenge. Most importantly, whichever car reaches the finish line today will be the winner. The main goal is to overcome this water cube. If you think this isn't a water cube or that GTA is glitched, that's not the case. Just look at how the boat behaves, see that? What magic is this? We just on this water cube. Come on! Glitched GTA. Like the textures in GTA are broken. If we try to overcome this challenge at full speed, I think our boat will fly into space. 1, 2, 3. Let's go! Full acceleration and woohoo! Look at that. Yahoo! This is insane. Boat should make it. Testing a giant boat, submarine, or super yacht. How would they handle it? Here's our second vehicle, a real shark. Let's see what it's capable of. A real shark, you see? They're riding on a shark. That definitely deserves a like. Honestly, this experiment deserves 1 million likes for real. Whoa, look, we're surfacing. I'm underwater now. Interesting, it's a water cube. They cut it, put it here. Can you imagine? It was made just for this experiment. That's why I think it deserves your like. Look, a perfectly cut cube. It's incredible. And of course, this shark easily passes all the tests as well. Honestly, I couldn't have thought otherwise. Welcome aboard my tugboat. Now we're going to see if this giant can make it through the water cube. And you write in the comments right now because you never know what might happen. Maybe it'll even break in half. Who knows? But it really does look super cool. Just look, a huge tugboat is approaching the water cube, and usually that would be a wave about 30 meters high. A ship would snap in half, but this is GTA, and here tugboats, look, oops. It lifts its nose as we go deeper. The tugboat tip's about to fall. It's about to go up to 90 degrees. How is this possible? Look, it just goes up like in an elevator. What is that? That's funny. It's funny and unusual. I've never seen anything like this before. It's insane! And it's no wonder that even this huge tugboat manages to pass this test. That was really intense. But now we're heading for the next super yacht. Just look at this. My 3-deck yacht worth $1 million. Will she be able to overcome this challenge? Seriously, just look at how gigantic it is. There are cars driving in the background, and here we are on a yacht in the desert. Yeah, in the desert, most importantly, on a yacht in the desert. You've never seen anything like this. Let's go. Let's see if this yacht can make it through the water cube. It should start lifting up now. Watch. Whoa! Yeah, for real. Whoa. Look! Whoa, 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 whoa. We're just levitating. The main thing is the yacht doesn't get flooded, or it'll go from being worth $1 million to $1. Wait, what? Not rising. Why it worked? Just look at how unusual this looks. This is just insane. A yacht in the desert on a water cube? Funniest I've seen. Aludra! Giant yacht landing successful. Whew! That was intense, but now we know every boat, yacht, and floating vehicle can make it across this water cube. It's time to move on to cars. Now we're in a more familiar environment for cars and the giant water cube. It's even taller now. See which cars can make it to the finish line. Because with boats, they float on water in normal conditions, which makes sense. But cars, they usually drive on roads and they don't float on water. This is going to be really interesting. Whoa! You hear? Wolf! You want to go for a swim too? Well, I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, guys, the main thing is to see how well the cars handle this challenge. We go full throttle, take the jump, and... Is this even normal? How's that? How does this work? What kind of magic is this? Is this Minecraft or something? You know, in Minecraft, when you fall into water, you don't take any damage. This is the same thing. My legs are in the water, but my body is just floating. I wonder if I can swim upwards like this. This is actually really cool, but unfortunately, the BMX only made it 1 meter and it won't reach the finish line today. Ah, that's a shame, but it's no big deal. We have a four-wheeled bike. Now, this should really be intense. As I understand it, with the boats, we could get by with minimal acceleration and still make it. But here, we need to pick up as much speed as possible. Maximum acceleration. We lift the bike and... Well, yeah, it went just a little bit farther, literally 2 meters more. That's it. The bikes can't go any further. So for this challenge, bikes are definitely not suitable. Alright, let's move on to heavier artillery. Next up, we have supercars and off-road vehicles. And next up is actually a pixel car. It'll be really interesting to test it because I've never driven a pixel car against a water cube before. This is gonna be something else. Wow! Look, come on, come on, come on, come on. It stalled. It really stalled. That's it, I can't go any further, even though we just flew through that huge cube at full speed, really pushing the car as hard as possible. But now, no matter how much I try to accelerate or steer, the car just won't move anymore. So unfortunately, that means this run is a fail, and we can't continue with this vehicle. Alright, let's see if the off-road vehicle can handle this challenge any better. Off-road vehicles are built for tough terrain, but honestly, a water cube isn't really off-road, it's just water. So maybe we should call it water roading instead. Okay, this is really weird. There's a wolf running around here all the time. Who invited him here? Alright, fine. Let's try to reach the maximum speed on 150 kilometers per hour. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Can the car drive underwater? I see we seem to be passing through. Almost made it. Well, can we actually drive? Nope. We can't drive, guys. We're just stuck underwater. And even though this car is off-road, we need maximum speed. So ideally, the car should be both fast and off-road capable. Let's go test the next one. Or, for example, a super fast car, just like this Lambo. It might seem like there's nothing special, just a regular Lambo, but there's one thing, a very big thing. It's got a jet turbo booster that can send us straight into space in a second. Yahoo! Whoa! But we need to get past this water cube. So, what do I suggest? First, we go for maximum speed. And second, we activate our turbo booster. 1, 2, 3. And right now, give a like if you want this car to make it to the finish line. Acceleration! Let's go! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's moving, it's moving. Woohoo! The car is actually moving, although our booster isn't working anymore. And listen to this. I hear the sound of water. Water definitely got into the engine, but nevertheless, the car keeps going. And that's really great, because this is the first car today to make it to the finish line. But now let's go test the next one. Alright, so how are things going with our flying cars? Maybe the flying cars will be able to handle it, but for some reason, this car won't stop. I think it's because one of you hasn't hit the like button. Come on, go down below this video right now and smash that like. Look, as soon as you hit like on the count of 3, this car will start. 100% guaranteed. Come on, let's count together. 3, 2, 1. Boom. See? I told you! It started! See? You didn't believe me. That's how it works. It's just that someone isn't liking the video. You have to bet 100%. Alright. We could just take the maximum altitude and fly around this water cube. But our challenge is different. Right now, we're gonna try to fly through it. I know it sounds crazy, of course, and, you know, we're just like a fly that got stuck on this sticky tape, and that's it. That's it. I can't do anything, I'm just underwater. Well, alright, above the water. Wait, can it swim too? Seriously? Hold on! It kind of floats, but I can't control it. It really stays on the water. Look, it truly doesn't sink, but at the very same time, I just can't seem to control it in any way whatsoever either. And we're just drifting toward the edge of the cube? Well, I guess this car couldn't handle the challenge either. Damn it! Alright, so as you can see, there are fewer and fewer cars left in the lineup, but at the same time, interestingly enough, the cars themselves are actually getting taller and taller, and also even faster and faster with each round. Maybe, just maybe. That'll help us out in some way. Up next, we have the off-road muscle car coming up. It handles really well. The suspension is insanely cool, but how well it floats is still unknown. So we're going for maximum acceleration 240 kilometers per hour. Come on, the most important thing is that we make it. The most important thing is that we make it. But overall, we really made it. But now we have definitely arrived. That's it. I can't even turn the wheels. The car definitely failed the test. Maybe it's time for the Lego car. And the Lego car will be able to handle this challenge because it looks, well, unbelievably cool. And the most important thing is that it's Lego. Lego shouldn't sink. Although, if the engine here is also made out of Lego, that's just insanely cool. I feel like Lego can float underwater. Although, is the gasoline here also made out of Lego or something? Alright. Let's check it out. By the way, I'm actually curious if we try not to accelerate, but drive through very slowly. I feel like that's a really bad idea, but why not give it a try? As they say, you have to try every method. Testing! I'm just going up, and now I'm sinking. No, please, tell me it's gonna go. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Please, let it go! Yeah, it's not going anywhere anymore. That was the dumbest tactic possible. But at least now we know that trying to pass this challenge at minimum speed is not worth it at all. Alright, good. Let's start with the smallest car we have. It's a Lambo. A Lambo with off-road tires and a very high suspension. This is exactly what I was talking about. So we need a car that combines an off-roader and a supercar. That's why now we're gonna take the maximum speed, almost 300 kilometers per hour. Come on, no, just don't flip over. Please, keep going, Lambo. No, no, no. Oh no, oh no. Will it turn over? Will it keep going? I think that's it. It's floating. Look at that. No, this is definitely a fail. How did that happen? No, it's definitely not going anywhere now. Because the car is very light, and because it's a Lambo, it just flipped over along the way, and unfortunately now there's absolutely no way it'll make it any further. Alright guys, let's move on to the electric cars. And by the way, the cars really do keep getting taller and taller each time. But the Tesla Cybertruck, that actually looks really interesting because it's an electric car. As everyone knows, electric cars accelerate faster than regular cars. So we've got every chance. The main thing is that it doesn't flip over. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Perfect! That was the most perfect run. Granted, water got in again, but that's not a problem. If the car keeps going, that means you can dry it out, fix it, and everything will probably be fine. Well, at least it didn't flip over. And that's the biggest plus. So, this is the second car today that made it to the finish line, not counting the boats. Now let's go test the biggest cars of the day. By the way, I completely forgot to mention that besides these cars, we're also going to test some planes today. Just a little bit. All sorts of airships and the like. It'll be really interesting to see how planes and helicopters can handle this challenge. But for now, our test lineup is a limousine, an SUV, and a monster truck, which we're gonna test. I think it has every chance to reach the finish line because it's so long. Yeah, look! Even the engine is working fine. I think we could even drive it in the opposite direction. Well, let's test that out right now. Cars like this are just perfect. I mean, they're really long, and that's why... Oh! Easy, easy, easy. No, we know that we need maximum speed. See, its engine is in the back. So, while the car is passing through with its front part, the rear part isn't even in the water yet. As soon as the rear gets into the water, the front is already, it's already through. And that way, the water doesn't even have time to get into the engine. So, this is the most ideal vehicle for completing this challenge. Got it memorized? Got it memorized. Next time, we'll only be testing cars like this. Oh, by the way, write in the comments which cars we should test next time in this experiment. Maybe some police cars. Maybe even military tanks. It'll be really interesting to read. So write in the comments which cars you want to see in the next video. All right, let's go test the next car. Okay, good. The next car is of course really cool, but the one after that is just unbelievably cool at this rate. Look at this. It's the wheel of this Lambo. All right, I suggest we quickly test this little monster so we can get to the big one as soon as possible. Come on, 3, 2, 1. By the way, it looks like this one can also make it to the finish line. And yes, it gets there easily. Their monster trucks really do a great job thanks to the huge wheels, and we actually get through everything really fast. They're also fast. Oh wow, it even got stuck. Well, anyway, now we have a total of 4 cars. Let's hope the giant Lambo also makes it to the finish line. All right. The last car for today is the super giant Lambo. It'll be really interesting to test it out, though. I feel like there's a 100% chance it'll make it all the way to the finish. Look, we're going for maximum acceleration, and honestly, I didn't even feel it. Wait, now that's a problem. We just flew right over, see? Well, alright, I've got a new challenge. Watch, I'll show you. This is a huge monster truck, so we can easily just climb right up here. That is, of course, really cool. I think we could even get through this water cube at minimum speed. There we go. That's what I love about monster trucks. Is there some kind of obstacle, some kind of fence? No problem, we'll get through. Alright, okay, fine. Whoa. Now this, of course, is a problem. How do I even drive here? Holy moly. Yeah, it's definitely a hassle to have to turn around like this every time, because monster trucks are really hard to control. Okay, I suggest we go at a low speed and try to get through at the minimum. Will this Lambo be able to do it easily at all? Absolutely effortlessly. That's exactly what I wanted to prove. Monster trucks handle this challenge really well. So I suggest we leave our monster trucks behind and move on to the planes. Well, what do you think? To the planets, or actually, I'd say. First to the airships. Just imagine this giant machine is about to try to cross the water cube. That's really awesome. The most interesting thing is that this vehicle is filled with gas. So essentially, it should be very light. As soon as we enter this water sphere, this water cube, we should immediately float to the top. Let's test it out. All the way down and go! Oh, look, it's really lifting me up. I'm not doing anything. Blub, whoa! We're just floating. Look, seriously, it's like we're on a boat. That's pretty cool, honestly. We're just bouncing around like a rubber ball. This is actually really awesome. I suggest we leave it right here and try testing the fighter jet. Honestly, I think the faster the plane, the higher the chance it'll make it through this water obstacle. Let's go test it. And here's the last vehicle for today that we're going to test, a real fighter jet. Just look at it. Machine guns, missiles, these huge turbines, and it's supposed to be really fast. That can only mean one thing. Today we have every chance to reach the finish line. Stop! What? Why? Why? Dirigible, what are you doing? Is this some kind of new challenge? Did you see that? That's it. Looks like our flight is over. It just fell apart. Look, there are plane parts over there. Our wings just broke off. Look! The wings just came apart and flew off. All the flaps, everything scattered. Well, alright. Apparently, it's just impossible to pass this challenge with airplanes. But most importantly, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss out on new awesome experiments just like this one. And of course, let me know in the comments which cars I should use next time to test in this experiment. And as always, this was your favorite little penguin. See you again soon. Bye-bye.